Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Male ward at Westmoreland Infirmary to be completed early in 2022. Minister of Local Government and Rural Development Desmond McKenzie has said that the construction of the new male ward at the Westmoreland Infirmary is progressing well and should be completed early next year. According to a news release, McKenzie, who was speaking to journalists after a tour of the facility recently, said there is an urgency to complete the ward to accommodate social cases at the Savannah Lamar Public Hospital. Remember, we have an agreement with the Ministry of Health and Wellness to reduce the number of beds being occupied by social cases at hospital by accommodating these persons in the infirmaries. I was told by the Inspector of Poor that there are 20 such persons at the Savannah Lamar Hospital and all 20 are males, said McKenzie. The minister explained that the capacity of this male ward is about 50, and when you check that 20 in the hospital against the number that are waiting, the registered poor to gain admission to the facility, we are going to exceed the capacity of the new facility that we are building. We are going to see how we can rectify that, he said. Social cases refer to persons who are generally abandoned by their families and have taken up residence in hospitals. Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton has warned that the ministry will be taking legal action against family members who are financially able to take care of their relatives but have instead abandoned them. McKenzie stated that he was happy so far with the work on the ward and commended the technical officers at the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation and other parties involved in spearheading the project. He also disclosed that in addition to the new ward and recent upgraded Matron's Quarter, other buildings on the property will also be renovated. He stated that a new drop-in center will also be constructed in the parish. For his part, the mayor of Savannah Lamar, Councillor Bertel Moore, reported that he was satisfied with the progress of the work taking place at the infirmary and welcomed as good news the announcement by the Mackenzie that a new drop-in center will be built in the parish. Temporary matron at the infirmary, Nadine Collins-White, said she is anxiously awaiting the completion of the ward, which will more comfortably accommodate the 38 males at the facility. She noted that the recently rehabilitated Matron's Quarter is a beautiful place. Mackenzie's tour of the infirmary formed part of a working visit to the parish, during which he also addressed the monthly meeting at the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation and toured the Savannah Lamar Market. Travel Pass security system for commuters who use PPVs. The Transport Minister, Robert Montague, has advised that the TravelPal application app is in the final stages of completion for rollout shortly. The app, which is being launched by the Transport Authority, is a security mechanism that will give commuters the tools to make their journey safer by enabling them to use their mobile devices to scan the registration plates of units used by public passengers' vehicles to verify if they are licensed by the authority. Speaking on Wednesday at the handover ceremony of a driver stimulator donated by the Island Traffic Authority to St. Mary High School in Highgate, Montague highlighted that the app will provide some protection to women and students who utilize the public transportation system. We are now putting a new weapon in their hands. It is an app on a smartphone that will give your location. You put in the vehicle license number and you will know if it is a registered taxi with a license or if the license plate is stolen, Montague explained. Detailing the app design, the Transport Minister said it enables commuters to send the registration plates of the particular PPV to pre-programmed numbers. The app will also provide information on the specific location and expected time of arrival at the destination. Once you enter the vehicle, it will trigger 2 phone numbers that you would have pre-programmed to let the persons know that you're in this vehicle and the specific location and your expected time of arrival, so that if something goes wrong and you don't arrive, somebody is already monitoring your movement, Montague outlined. He also advised that the app will have a panic feature linked to the Police 119 system and said a memorandum of understanding is to be signed by the Jamaica Constabulary Force under the initiative. The TravelPal application is part of the Transport Minister's 16-point plan geared at reforming the public transportation sector. Frazer Price Pocket Rocket Foundation treats Waterhouse residents. The Shelley and Frazer Price Pocket Rocket Foundation treated hundreds of residents of the Waterhouse community to gift certificates and grocery bags on Saturday. It was the 14th year that the Olympian has joined corporate Jamaica to assist the community that she grew up in, and this year, the assistance amounted to approximately $2 million in cash and kind. The event was held at the Shelley and Frazer Price Resort Center on Penwood Road in Waterhouse. Like it did last year, the COVID-19 pandemic restriction the usual fanfare, the recipients were also allowed to collect the items and exit the venue. From it started until 2019, the annual event included fun activities for children during the day with food and treats provided. Last year, it took the form of a drive-through delivery of packages because of the ongoing pandemic. Frazer Price noted that the gift packages will assist the residents during the difficulties caused by COVID-19. This year, we're doing food bags and gifts for kids because we know that right now it is a very difficult time for most families providing food, so we decided to do food bags. We also didn't want to have any kind of loitering or any activity that would cause the spread of coronavirus, so we just gave them the food bags and toys so the children could have the toys and the food in time for Christmas, Frazer Price stated. Waterhouse resident Chad Goldburn believed that the treats will enable members of the community to better enjoy the Christmas holidays. This means a lot because Christmas time is coming near, and there are a lot of people in the community that might not be having a good December so far, and some of them might not be looking to have anything really, as most of them are living from hand to mouth. So, to see them getting a little extra is a great joy for them, and I think their children and loved ones can now look forward to a proper Christmas, Goldburn stated. 31-year-old man shot dead in St. James. A man was shot and killed during a gun attack in Montego Bay Hills area of St. James on Friday. Dead is 31-year-old O'Keel Carvalho of St. James address. Residents reported they heard loud explosions in the area sometime after 11 p.m. Friday night and notified the police. On their arrival, O'Keel was found suffering from gunshot wounds. He was taken to hospital where he died while undergoing treatment. The police have not yet identified a motive for the killing as their investigation is still ongoing. Double murder on Water Lane, Central Kingston. Two men were fatally shot in their community of Water Lane, Central Kingston early this morning. The men, who have been identified only by their alias, Mario and Black Bottle, both men were shot multiple times and pronounced dead at the hospital. The Central Police are investigating. Man shot dead, another injured in Red Ring. The St. Andrew North Police are probing last night's murder of one man and the injury of another at Red Ring in the parish last night. The incident occurred about 9:30 p.m. This morning, bloodstains still visible on the ground told the tale of the tragedy 12 hours earlier. It is reported that Danny Barnett, 37, a bearer of a Maryland district St. Andrew, went to the location to meet a woman he would be seen for the first time. Barrett and three others, including two female teenagers, were in a parked car when men aboard a black motor car drove up and opened fire. He was hit in the head, neck, and abdomen. The driver of the car was also shot in his leg. The shooters then drove away. The injured men managed to drive to Kingston Public Hospital, where Barnett was pronounced dead. Tradewind gifts Lindsley Hospital with 744 units of Chushik. Chushik, a product of Tradewind Citrus Limited, donated a total of 744 units of the nutrition shake to aid the nutritional support of hospital workers and patients at the Lindsley Hospital during the Christmas season. The hospital's acting Chief Executive Officer, CEO, Christopher Monroe, expressed his appreciation on behalf of the healthcare workers and patients of the hospital during the handover presentation on Friday, December 17. Frontline healthcare workers have a small window of time each day in which to eat and drink, so it is especially important for them to focus on nutrients that both satisfy their hunger and meet their nutritional needs. We are very grateful to Chushik for this kind gesture that will be beneficial not only to the staff but also to the patients that need nutritional support, Monroe stated. The CEO also commended Chushik on acknowledging the many uncelebrated healthcare heroes that are committed to taking care of the community and doing their best to keep everyone safe. Marketing manager of Tradewind Citrus, Lauren Mahfood, was enthusiastic about showing support to our healthcare workers and recognized their efforts during these challenging times. Chushik just celebrated its first anniversary, and we thought a donation to the Lindsley Hospital would be a wonderful way to mark the occasion and show appreciation to our healthcare workers. We believe Chushik is an ideal product for the hospitals to include in their offering to assist in maintaining the health of their own team members and as an option for patients who require nutritional boosts or who are on liquid diet, he stated. Chushik ambassador and Olympic bronze medalist in the women's 100-meter hurdles, Megan Tapper, explained that she was delighted to have been chosen to join in the initiative. Frontline workers have been a pillar of strength for our country for a long time, but they've become heroes during this pandemic, risking their lives daily, showing courage in uncertain times, taking care of our loved ones with very little reward. It is for the reason that I am thrilled to be part of this initiative with Chushik, giving back to those who have given so much to our country, she stated. Frazer McConnell, professional racing driver and Chushik ambassador, was pleased that he had the opportunity to assist the hospital staff and patients at the Lindsley Hospital. It is a great opportunity to give back to our healthcare workers. Chushik is packed with vital nutrients that the body needs, especially for those recovering from an illness or for those who do not get the opportunity to eat on time, he stated. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.